Hello, and welcome to Module 7. So, this week we're looking at student interest in communication and gaming. You've got plenty of options for this module. I've got 7 different things that you can read. So the two big ones are Dana Boyd's It's Complicated and Jane McGonigal's Reality is Broken. So these two both came out 5, 7 years ago, but they still hold up. I think Dana Boyd might be a little bit less. There are some things that Dana Boyd was not aware of. We've all heard about how sort of social media can be harmful body image wise, self worth wise. And that is something to think about. But she focuses on the connection aspect of it. And it is an interesting book, and it's very, sort of student centric. And then Jane McGonigal's Reality is Broken is about game theory, and it's fascinating. And I actually used one of the illustrations in there. There's a game about it's a family game that you put together to get people to do their chores, and my family actually used it, and all it did was make my husband think that he was doing everything. So not entirely successful because the rest of us didn't really pick it up, but still, a fun way, and I got him to do a lot of stuff. Anyway, so those two, I have the introductions available. You can read the introduction, and then you can read the whole thing if you want. They're both widely available in, at least in Noble, I'm sure in other public library systems. Then I've got a couple of more recent things. The one about the Virtual Coding Club by Maisie Card. I've got one about role-playing games. Those are both from last year. Oh my gosh, 2 years ago? It was 2020, 2 years ago? And then I've got the Pew study from 2015, but it is really interesting because it's looking at exactly what kids are saying. And then KJ Dell'Antonia looked at that in more depth for the New York Times. So any of those, feel free to look at those. What we really want to make sure that we're looking at is we want to make sure we're looking through teenaged eyes. So you do need to do a big thing, as they say this week. I want you to do a position paper. This is your opinion, backed up by facts. You can look at gaming. People have interviewed, teenagers who game. You can look at social media, the impact, whatever you want to do. There's a wee little rubric, 3 to 5 pages in length. Whatever style you want for bibliography. I like parenthetical and in-text citations just because they give me the information I need right away. I don't have to go fishing for it. This is, again, your opinion. If you need clarification, let me know, but I don't care so much about the style as I do about the content. So go nuts, as they say. The information, I would just say read the content page. It's got my little opinions and my, what I want you to sort of be thinking of. I have to say, when my kids were younger, my ideas about gaming were far different than they are now that I have, adult children in their 20s. But oh my gosh, I had one of the best experiences this week. A kid was taking a game theory class, and he asked if I would try out a game that he had invented. And so we played a card game in my office while I was at work. It was so much fun, and it was great. I mean, it was a really good game that I'm going to teach my family how to play. So games can bring. This is a kid who I had not really interacted with before, and we hung out. It was nice. So, but then there is the dark side. Last week I was on vacation with my elderly parents, and if I hear the Candy Crush noises again, I'm going to have PTSD because that's all my stepdad did. But keeps him off the streets. So there's definitely a balance involved. Maybe look at that. I mentioned Second Life and Twitter for no good reason. But anyway, it's pretty straightforward, I believe. And if you have any questions, of course, let me know. Things, you guys seem to be going really well. Most of the class is up, the last 4 modules. I still need to finalize, but I'll get those up pretty shortly. Be thinking about the last 2 weeks. I would like you to partner up. If you don't want to partner up, that is fine. But I would like to, because collaboration is something that we do. So if you have someone in either of these classes that you want to work with, I mean, I don't care if if you want to partner with someone in the other class, that's cool. Just shoot me an email in Canvas and let me know if you have chosen a partner, and then what I'll do is pair up the other people. So if you could do that, there's no hurry. We've got weeks and weeks to go. But I believe that next week we will be past the halfway point. So that means spring is coming. Hooray! I was told it would be warm today. I was misinformed. Anyway, thanks for all your work, and I will see you in the discussion boards.